My name's Sohee. What brings you here today?
Well, I play soccer. I play club soccer. It's competitive, so we practice a lot. And during the week, I feel like I don't eat enough to like perform at my best.
Oh, so you play club soccer. What age group do you play?
I play U18, but I just turned 17.
You just turned 17.
Mm-hmm.
How many days a week do you practice?
We practice 3 times a week. The practice go from
He wants to come
6:30
back.
to 8.
He still wants to sell.
He still wants to sell.
6:30 to 8, and then after that we do about like 15 minutes just fitness. Then we just run.
So I'm sorry. So 3 times a week from 5:30 to 8.
About 6:30 to 8.
6:30 to 8.
And then like 15 minutes we'll do just like conditioning, like running, sprints.
Do you do 15 minutes of conditioning before and after, or just before?
Well, before at 6:30, like we run, we warm up and run and stretch, and then we play and get into drills, and then we scrimmage, and then the last 15 minutes they just run us a lot.
Okay. So what are some of your concerns? What brings you here?
Well, I feel like after I get out of school, I have a snack, but I don't eat a lot because I don't like to eat a lot right before practice. So I feel like my snack is it's not like supplying me enough energy for my practices. And I know when I get home I get really hungry.
Okay.
But like I don't want to eat a lot before my practice because then I feel like sick. But I don't want to eat too little.
What does your snack before practice usually consist of?
I usually either have like a piece of toasted peanut butter and apple, like fruit. It's pretty healthy. It's not enough. I'm just afraid of eating a lot right before practice because I've seen girls throw up.
Has that ever happened to you?
I've never thrown up.
Okay, but have you ever made the mistake of overeating before practice?
Yeah, that's why I don't do it.
Okay.
Because I just don't like it.
I see. And then after practice, you go home and.
Oh, sorry, I had to use the bathroom. So, yeah.
So after you.
Yeah, I'm on the third
come
floor
home.
right now. What's up?
After you come home after practice, what do you usually?
Third floor.
What's your typical meal?
Oh, my mom, she cooks like a lot of like chicken and like broccoli. She'll make like brown rice. I like wild rice. Sometimes she'll make that. Sometimes she has a little spaghetti. And she makes like everything. It's just typical dinner.
Seems like a healthy
Yeah.
dinner, and it's usually at around 8 o'clock
Well,
after practice.
yeah. Well, this goes from 6:30 to 8. I get home like around 9-ish. I don't really keep track of the time, but I always miss my favorite TV show. Yeah, but then I eat the dinner and then I'm still hungry. Like I'm like starving, so I eat like this huge bowl of cereal. So and I feel really full.
How many bowls of cereal is just?
It's
that
one big one. It
Okay.
shouldn't be like a regular bowl, but I get.
Okay. And how does that make you feel after you're done with the cereal?
I feel really full. I just want to go to sleep.
Oh, makes you
Yeah.
want to sleep. I see. Is that so? Since you have practice 3 days a week, and it takes pretty much your whole evening, is that pretty much your typical, typical?
Yeah,
day?
on weekdays. Yeah.
Weekdays, okay. And how do you eat on the weekends?
On a week, well, I always have a game on the weekend.
Okay.
It's usually like Saturday or Sunday. The weekends, I feel like I'm more prepared on the weekends to go to like play my games because I'm not in school all day, so I can eat whenever.
Oh, so
I can plan it out better.
Okay.
I feel like on practice days during the week, like I can't when I get home, I feel like I have to eat at a certain time, or else I feel like really full before practice. I don't get like a big chunk of time to like eat.
So weekends don't seem to be the problem
No.
for you. It's just the weekdays when you
Yeah.
have that busy schedule with school and club soccer. So when you wake up on the weekdays, what do you usually have for breakfast?
I have a granola cereal, and it has like dried cranberries in it. I add fruit to it, and I use like 2% milk or skim milk. It just depends what we have.
Is it the same big bowl you have?
No.
Okay.
No.
For you.
No.
Okay. Well, and during school, when do you find yourself the most hungriest?
We have lunch around like 11:30 to 12. I feel hungry, but I'm not like starving. I'd say I feel like sometimes I don't eat enough at lunch because I don't like to eat a lot during the day. I don't know why. It's just.
Is it? Cause you're just not hungry, or are you uncomfortable?
I mean, sometimes I feel hungry, and sometimes I just don't feel like eating. So it just depends on the day.
Okay.
I don't know why.
But are you drinking enough fluids?
I do drink at lunch. I have like a bottle of water at lunch.
Okay.
I drink water in the morning too because I'm always thirsty in the morning. And then I do drink a lot of water before practice and during. So I think I drink enough water. I think it's just, I don't know how much. I want to know if I'm eating enough before my practice to perform my best.
So on a typical at a typical practice, you know, how much do you feel like you're really working out, like really using all the energy?
Yeah, you feel it when you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, all that energy you're putting into practice, like, needs to. Do you feel like, you know, when you come home for dinner, you're trying to gain it all back?
I'm just hungry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I eat everything.
Okay. Well, it seems like, you know, you're a little bit concerned about, you know, trying to have enough to eat during the day instead of, you know, going crazy at night.
I feel like if I eat, I feel like when I'm during the day from like after breakfast before like the snack when I get home, I'm not eating enough. I don't know why. I just don't really eat a lot during the day. But I feel like right before practice, my snack or the snack. Well, it's not right before practice because I don't like to eat right before because it makes me feel kind of sick. I don't know if I'm eating enough. Like it feels like there's a big gap. I need to like space it out better or something. I don't know.
Do you for school, like for your school lunch, sometimes you're not hungry, sometimes you are, but you know, on days you have practice, you know, maybe it'd be helpful for you to like just make sure you eat, just so you have that.
Yeah, I mean I will. I mean I want to know like what to eat.
Oh, what to eat. Okay, and do you pack or do you buy yours?
I usually pack my lunch. It's usually like peanut butter jelly, an apple. I always bring water. Sometimes I bring leftovers from dinner.
But it seems like pretty much, you know, like the standard peanut butter jelly. So maybe you can consider changing it up. Maybe, you know, like some of the leftovers that you like to eat at night, instead of eating all the leftovers at night, you know, saving half and bringing it to lunch with you.
Space it out.
Space it out, yeah, because, you know, that way you might like what you're eating more, and you can just, it can be a little bit different than the peanut butter jelly sandwich. What about like fruits and vegetables? Do you think you get enough fruits and vegetables throughout the day?
For my breakfast and for my lunch, I mean sometimes I'll bring like carrots to my lunch, but like most of my vegetables are usually what my mom makes. We eat like broccoli. My mom cooks squash a lot, asparagus.
So it seems like you have.
I mean, I like vegetables. I'll eat them, but it's what my mom makes. So.
Yeah. So when you eat vegetables, do vegetables make you feel fuller, or like are they just like snacks to you?
They make me feel full, I think. But I feel like, well, I think the cereal after makes me feel really full. But I think the vegetables plus the cereal make me feel like kind of sick because I eat too much. So I think maybe if my dinner was, I don't know, maybe if I had like a smaller snack after or something, or ate more during the day.
So, would you like to think of some ways, like some more foods or some other foods that could help you, you know, on your busy days that, you want to think of some other foods for you?
Yeah,
or,
like during like my school, like when I'm in class, a lot of like people, they bring like snack foods like chips and stuff, but we're not supposed to eat that for soccer.
Oh, but they
So-
do anyways.
Well, I mean the school kids do, they don't play
Oh,
sports, but
okay.
like I mean my coaches always say like to stay away from like sodas and like junk food, stuff like that. So I need to bring something that's better for an athlete, I guess.
So when you see like your other classmates, you know, eating the sodas, eating the chips and junk that whatever they want, how does that make you feel?
I feel like they're stupid. Well, yeah, my dad, he's very health conscious, so I get it from him.
Okay, so
But-
you don't feel like you're missing out
No,
on anything?
no.
Okay, that's good. How do you feel about like eating in front of them when they have their?
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. They like look at you weird.
Yeah.
Like, don't you want good food? But,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's the reason why I don't eat during like class.
Yeah, that could be an issue, but you know, you just have to be comfortable with eating.
Mhm.
You know, eating in front of them. This is your lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean I can always say it's because of sports.
Yeah,
And then it's like
just
I have to.
or tell them that what they're eating is bad. Or-
Yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, well, it seems like you know what's good for you. It's just a matter of, you know,
Like what time I should eat, how
eating them
much.
at the right time.
Yeah.
And I think you should really go with with how you feel. Like if you're hungry,
Mhm.
eat. But you shouldn't. Like you should go with what your body tells you, because otherwise, you know, that might throw off your schedule. What do you think about that? Just basically what I'm trying to say is, like, maybe since your schedule is not the same as like the school kids that are probably that may not be doing after school sports, so their designated lunchtime and dinner time is probably different from yours. So, you know, it might make sense why you're not hungry during lunchtime like they are.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I don't think they eat breakfast.
or yeah.
Yeah. My breakfast, it fills me up pretty much.
Mhm.
So I think if we had like a later lunch, because I usually feel hungrier later. Like when I eat lunch, I'm not that hungry. So I mean, I eat it anyways.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Like when I get home, I get really hungry, but I just don't want to eat a lot because I know I have to practice. And they're gonna run us, and I don't want to like throw it up.
Okay, so this is when
Yeah, and I also want something that will help me perform good too, because I want to play good.
And so you pretty much the only beverage is water for you?
Yeah, water
Okay. So
and like orange juice. Maybe.
orange juice. What about Powerade or Gatorade?
I never really got into this Powerade and Gatorade. I remember like in tournaments, sometimes they'll drink it just because we're playing a lot and we need to.
Mm-hmm.
And then at team camp, which we play all day for like a whole week in the
Mhm.
summer, I've drank it then, but I don't really like it that much.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like you know what foods are good for you, and just being able to change some foods up a little bit, try some things new, and at different times, and just see where we go from there. You know, just really listen to like what your body's telling you, and and we'll do a follow up 2 weeks later, and you just let me know how you're
Alright,
doing.
you can do that.